Mommy Podcast. Today is a short form episode, a really quick one about your boss. So you might be saying, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have a boss. Well, interesting thought. I had this thought the other day when I was at home standing over the kitchen, and I chuckled to myself and wrote it down immediately because I had to share it on here. I pictured myself with a bigger version of myself, like a giant version of myself across the desk, looking at me saying, okay, Kelly, this is your performance review. This is your yearly review of how you've been doing at the job of stay-at-home mom, how you've been a parent, how you've been a mother, how you've been a housekeeper, that type of thing. And it made me chuckle, but it also made me be a little bit more accountable to, things that I used to do at my job. I used to schedule things out, make sure that I was learning new skills so that I was more efficient and more productive and more happy and more skilled at my job. And thinking of at home when, I'm cutting down on the time that certain tasks take, like the monstrosity that is our laundry situation, the dishes, the meal prep, the routines for the kids, the appointments, the classes that they're in. If you treat that like it is your job and you have someone watching over you that is going to write a performance review and you're going to get feedback from your team, aka your kids and your husband, how are you doing? It's a really fun exercise because you can see, am I actually treating this with the same respect that it deserves of being at home in the quietness of, in the chaos of your home. If you have kids, it's probably not a quiet home, but are you getting through your tasks or are you burning out? Are you on the verge of being fired next year because you're just not really handling your stuff? Or are you up for a promotion because you are just absolutely killing the game? So it's just a fun little exercise to see how well are you managing your time. Are you making progress at your job as a stay-at-home mom? If not, it might be a fun little exercise to write down and see different areas where maybe you could progress in that. Do the fun little exercise that you have a bigger version of yourself across the desk and you're going over this review, you're going over, your areas of improvement and the areas that you are absolutely knocking out of the park. So I will end this quick episode with a quote of unknown origin. I don't have the author. The quote is, "Self-respect comes from self-control. You'll never respect yourself if you're a slave to people-pleasing and external validation." And that will mean something different to everybody. To me, that means you need to give yourself the validation and the self-respect that you could get from maybe a job with a boss or some kind of external group saying you're doing a great job. You need to give that to yourself because you are doing a great job. And this is, no word of a lie, a job if you are a stay-at-home mom. So I will end it at that. Thank you for joining me today for a short form episode. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got some value from it. I think you are just absolutely incredible. Even though we've never met, you're doing an amazing job as a mother wherever you are in your journey. I hope you go out there and have an absolutely great day. Talk to you soon.